Now, since I said that I'm going to start from the very scratch, so let's do that. So HTML, the string manipulation obviously is the base. Uh, String manipulation and array manipulation, the questions you get in P3. The concept of string manipulation and array manipulation is so important that कि आपके other languages, if you start learning Python, C++, वहाँ भी you will start with string and array manipulation का. So anyway, it's important. You get questions directly and indirectly both. So आपको याद होगा, we write the script, and the script could be either in the body tag, the script could be in the head tag before the closing of the head tag. आप इधर डाल सकते हैं या इधर डाल सकते हैं. We would prefer putting it in the over here. ठीक है. This entire is our HTML. उसके अंदर हम script डाल रहे हैं. Just to revise that you have three different kinds of layers. You have the content layer, you have the behavior layer, and you have the presentation layer. So the content layer is done through HTML, okay, and the presentation layer is done through CSS, cascading style sheets, and the behavior layer is done through JavaScripting. So you can add tables, images, and all that onto a web page. But if you have to design the H1, H2, H3 tag, that will be done through CSS. And lastly, if you want to add any behavior to the web page, such as validation, such as quiz program, or any other interactivity, this will be done through JavaScript. Okay. For example, the very first and the very basic is this. So this is the way we add. So if I click on this, I get hi there. So I'm making my web page to interact. This is what I mean. So we will start with the string manipulation. We can define a variable, let's say a string or a is equals to anything over here, okay? Right? So that's my variable A, and I can define variable B, and I can write over here is, okay, right. TEN, so that consistency and hard work, right? So, before I continue with this, obviously we can write over here is document.write. When we use document.write, what we mean is that go and write this in my document. I can simply write over here is A. Obviously, A will be printed in my document. So document.write. Go and write in my document. मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ कि I can write A plus B. So A plus B will concatenate both the strings together. ठीक है, this document write के साथ. JavaScripting में you don't have to declare your data types. When you write in double quotes, उसको पता है कि string है. When you write in numbers, it knows it's an integer. When you write in decimals, it knows that it's a double or a string. Okay. When you write true false, it knows that it's Boolean logic. Date, it knows it's date. So जो भी हम लिखेंगे, obviously as it is, data type will be defined. So let's talk about string. Although they're built-in methods, it's pretty easy. आपके library में सब कुछ present है. You just need to know how to implement it. It's just like Excel में functions हैं, syntax लिखा होता है, and you just need to apply it. So it's not something very, very complicated. So I have over here is this. Obviously, big means it will increase the size of this. Okay, that's what big means. But there's also font size if you want to increase a bit more. Okay, so you have is forget about blank. I'm not discussing all of them. Bold will make it bold. Okay, character at will obviously do is you can tell what character do I have uh, in sorry, two has to be. So when I say character at 2, it means 0, 1, 2. The indexing starts from 0, and that's why when you write character at 2, it says A because it's 0, 1, 2. So 2 is A. So the other thing is character at is written in camel case. Camel case का मतलब होता है the first letter of the word is small and the preceding words letter they start with capital. This is known as camel case. Please remember these terminologies. If I don't write this in camel case, for example, mistakenly I write this C in capital. First of all, the color will change. Okay, your review tells you that because it's an IDE. Okay, it's an IDE program. And secondly, it doesn't work or color change हो जाता है. So character at all your methods, the built-in methods have to be in camel case. So C has to be small. So the color changes into gray, and now it's working. Okay. So element आपके zero से start होते हैं. You need to remember that in case of your strings. Character code you write concat. Obviously बता देता हूँ बात वही है कि A dot concat B करूँगा तो obviously we will be able to concat both of them. Then we have is A dot font color. Yeah, obviously you should know. I mean, I could change the font color of this into red. It will change into red as it is. You can do that. Now, you might be wondering, some of you, that we can easily change the font colors and all that in HTML. Then why are we doing this? Well, JavaScripting is a different language. It's not directly related to HTML directly. So, and within JavaScripting, you will create links, you will change the font colors, font sizes. So there are different presentation properties that have to be carried out within JavaScripting. इसलिए ये properties इसके अंदर built-in भी हैं. So font color हो गया, font size, obviously the font size will change. Index of simply means that try to find me the index number of wherever I have is R. So if I do that, and if I do that, this will tell me the index of is 3. Now index of is very important. Maybe last time मैंने discuss किया होगा आपके साथ. Okay? For example, मैं for further discuss कर लेता हूँ. If I have a variable over here by the name of like email, or I write over here is Mr. Syme @ yahoo.com. और मैं आपको कहता हूँ कि I need to find a way to validate my email address. The one of the most important thing email address में जो होती है वो होती है आपकी @sign. Okay, so how can we validate कि @sign या किस तरह? Well, if I write over here is, let's say, पहली बात है कि I can write over here is @ and email. So if I preview this, it tells me that the location of @ is basically what? It's 6. It's 6 over here, right? So let's say someone mistakenly types an email address such as this. It says 0. Now what I can do is I can do a comparison over here, and I can say is the document write this dot length should be greater than 0. Are you following me? I'm just giving an example.
Yes.
Using an if statement, मैं condition लगा दूंगा कि because what's happening over here? Email dot index of से क्या हुआ, मेरे पास आ गया 0. तो मैं कह दूंगा नहीं, email dot index of जो भी होगा @ dot length, अगर इसकी length is greater than 0 तो फिर सही है वरना सही नहीं है. So you see ये built-in methods होते हैं इनके साथ there is a lot of advantage. ठीक है. You can have s@the rate of something.com possible है मगर at the rate से पहले कोई ना कोई करेक्टर होना जरूरी है. This is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, we will talk about these examples later on. So index of भी हो गया आपका. Then we have is let's say a dot. Most of you, I'm pretty sure you remember all this. मगर revision का मतलब ये होता है. Length obviously tells you the number of characters that you have. Obviously, length is length. Very important, obviously. So there are 38 characters including spaces. Okay. A dot. Then we have is last index of. You want to find the last character that you have. For example, if I say over here is A, it will give me 35. It's because it's giving me the location of this A. So if you say index of, it gives you the location from the left. If you say last index of, it gives you the location from the right. Okay. We don't have to get into a lot of details at how do we get from the middle. Although we can, but जरूरत नहीं हमें. Replace be name discuss करा link. How can I forget that? Link again जरूरी है. I want to create a link, so I can say is http / colon no, that's https by the way now. And in fact, we should write the full .com. So here we go. What's happening with this is now if I why is it still anyway it should work. It is. So obviously if I click in the browser it will directly take me to a page over there. So I've created a link through this. It should not give me an error. I don't know. So link हम link create करते हैं. So you should know how to make a link. It would be very good idea कि if you start making your notes और आप जो हम क्लास में अटेंड करें रिवीजन में आप नोट्स बनाओ. When I'm saying that learning JavaScripting is fun and easy, I'm telling you it is. It's fun if you keep on practicing. You learn. Fun इसलिए है because you will think of multiple things. Can we do this? Can we do this? When you enjoy and when you think in different ways, you learn a lot. So it is fun. Okay. And obviously, when you're learning any sort of language, you need to work hard or consistency. You have to keep on working hard. मगर मैं बार बार एक बात कहूँगा कि आप एक बार एक लैंग्वेज अच्छी तरह सीख लो. It will be easy for you to learn any other language. आपकी आसानी हो जाएगी. Okay. Then we have is we have discussed over here is substring. Okay, substr is substring. So if we talk about substr, we can write over here is that go to the second character and comma till 4th character. So what will happen is it will extract me from, you can see over here is 0, 1, 2, and then it comes over here is 2, 2, 3, 4, right? So what's actually happening is it's 0, 1, 2, okay? Then it says 1, 2, 3, 4. So substring does is it reaches the second index number, which is A. After reaching the second index number, 4 का मतलब है कि उसके बाद next 4 characters को extract करो, which means 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is what we mean by that. Did you get my point? So 2 means reach the location, and 4 means after that how many characters do you want to extract. This is the way you could split a string. ठीक है? Let me just do is कि इसको मैं कर देता हूँ 3 so that I simply get this A or N, or then what I do is बल्कि मैं कर देता हूँ, मैं N को कर देता हूँ superscript. So I'll write is 2, 2, which means go to the second and extract the next 2. then I will do is plus a dot sub str, and I'll write over here is, so I need to go is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go to the fifth one, comma, extract just the next one. So obviously what is, I get ARI, right? ARI, not I, sorry, 4 comma 1. ARN, and then you can see where is, if I write over here is dot SUP, I could convert this into a superscript. As you can see over here, it's too small. I hopefully you can see it. So this is the way we can work with string manipulation. Is this clear? Any question? Anyone? Any question, beta?
No, sir.
Good. हमने किया सारा, मगर I have to revise. Maybe someone who missed the lecture, अगर उसको क्लियर नहीं होगा फिर कल के लेक्चर में मसले आएंगे, इसलिए मेरे लिए ये आज सारा डिस्कस करना जरूरी था. ये आपकी स्ट्रिंग्स की डिस्कशन हो गई. Then you have is arrays. Well, what are arrays? Arrays are simply group of variables joined together. मैंने last time बताया था कि when we talk about arrays, they are larger containers. They can hold multiple values within them. Okay, they can hold different data types within them. Okay, for example, I could have a variable colors over here, and I could define multiple colors in my comma separated values. So all you have is in comma separate values, you can have different colors defined. You can red, yellow, we can make it umbrella, blue, and then we can have over here is variable ships, circle, circle, and disk. Right. So what we can do over here is just exactly the same way. We can document.write, and we should be aware of that how can we work with them. We can document.write, and we can obviously do is we can write colors plus shapes. Obviously से क्या होगा, both of my arrays will be joined together. ठीक है? So we can either use this or we can either use the concat who will be available, which means colors dot. I can use the concat काम करेगा for each. मैं A2 में जाके डिस्कस करूंगा for each को अभी नहीं, not exactly syllabus में काम आ सकता है. Index of वही बात होगी कि if I want to find the index value of let's say green, I will be able to do that. So it tells me the location of green is 1. Okay, and इसी तरह हमारे पास last index है, which means if green was appearing multiple times, it would tell me the where is it appearing from the right hand side. Okay, last index of, and then we have is join. You can join all of these with a particular character. Okay, right. कहीं भी इसकी implication आ सकती है. Just keep in mind that you can separate your values, strings, or whatever with a particular character. Okay, in between them. Okay, last note discuss कर ली length. Obviously, tell me the total number the total number of characters, the elements do I have. Okay, so how many elements do I have? I have basically 4 elements. When I talk about elements, what I mean is red, green, blue, yellow. These are my elements within my array. And when I use square parentheses, what I mean is I'm referring to a database structure. Okay, so square parentheses के अंदर comma के साथ इनको मैं elements कहता हूँ. You should know these terminologies really, really well. Then you have is अभी मैं डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ, ये सारे एडवांस होंगे जो सिलेबस में उस पर रह रहा हूँ. Inshallah A2 में जाके we'll discuss this in more advanced so that you can get more confidence. Then we have obviously reverse. We can reverse all this, so it's being reversed. Okay. You can use is dot sort as well. You may want to sort it as well. Now they're being since sorted. Okay. In ascending order. आप इनको sort भी कर सकते हो. आप reverse करके भी sort कर सकते हो. You can even do that. Value of हो गया, sort हो गया, और slice shift. No, fine. Yeah. Quite important part before I end is that if I want to directly go to a particular location, I can use the square parentheses and I can write over here is 2, which means directly tell me which element do I have in the second. Okay, the second. So if I write over here 0, it tells me, give me the location of the very first one. So colors you can write this. You get the point. Okay. So fine.
Yes.
I'll just make it short today. Just a short class. Fine. It's okay. क्योंकि अगर मैं अगला टॉपिक शुरू कर लेता हूँ तो it's a different thing. मगर कल प्लीज जो आज आप लोग प्रेजेंट हो, ठीक है. Alina, Mariam, Noor, please make sure you are present. आप अब चारों doesn't matter. I'm recording the lecture. बाकियों को मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ अगर भी एग्जाम में. क्या नाम है, ईमान भी एग्जाम दे रही है? Anyone have? ईमान का नहीं पता. अच्छा. She is never absent. और बाकी जो हैं, चलो I don't know. I'll ask. Did you get the notice from school कि आपके right after Eid आपके एग्जाम है ना?
सर उन्होंने बस हल्का सा बताया था.
ना. चलो बेटा अब सुबह.
एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं थे.
हाँ इंशाल्लाह. कल प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू एंड आई नो रमजान में जरा होता है मुश्किल, बट दैट्स द वे इट इज और करना पड़ेगा आपको. बी ऑन टाइम 8 o'clock. ओके. तो क्योंकि मैं चाह रहा हूँ कि कल हम इसको ना फुल डिस्कशन कर लें. लेट्स अवेल बोथ क्लासेस. मैं स्लोली डिस्कस करूंगा, रिकॉर्ड लेक्चर बाद में देख भी लेना और कल हम आराम से इसको खत्म कर लेंगे. जो कुछ इतना ज्यादा नहीं है, इट्स नॉट बिग डील. फिर जिस तरह मैंने आपका 25 एक्टिविटीज हैं, उसका वीडियो सोल्यूशन भी है. आप वो कमिंग वीक में यू जस्ट नीड टू प्रैक्टिस दैट. एंड इफ देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन यू कैन कीप ऑन आस्किंग. डेटाबेसेस हो रहा है. और हाँ, कल अगर डेटाबेसेस में कोई प्रॉब्लम है प्लीज मुझे ग्रुप में बता दो कि सर वी आर डूइंग दिस डेटाबेस पेपर एंड आई कांट सॉल्व इट. वो अलग हो रहा है. कीप इन माइंड दैट. ओके राइट. एनी क्वेश्चन बेटा? एनीवन?
नो सर.
राइट. ओके, तो सुबह मिलते हैं इंशाल्लाह. ओके राइट. I just made it short today. Okay, बेटा. अल्लाह हाफिज.